Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 8, Chapter 36. The Philosopher's Stone. Man is endowed with many skills. He is offered many lives. He is shown many paths. The purpose of all these gifts is to develop in him the spirit of devotion and dedication, and to release him from the dual dribble of joy and grief. When man visualizes the universe as God, his capacity to experience duality disappears. He knows the truth and is calm. God is one and only. Ekam eva advitiyam Brahma. One only without a second, Brahman, which is the transcendent and immanent principle. So one must endeavor to know God, who is truth. A soldier is honored and welcomed home only when he has won the battle, not when he has fled in fear, not when he has no contact with the enemy, or when he has meekly surrendered or gladly gone over. It is not the uniform nor the medals that are honored. It is the brave heart pounding within. It is the glint in the eye that bespeaks the hero bathed in victory. Every human being is engaged in battle with insidious internal foes. How can anyone move about with raised head and proud mien when his enemies are celebrating their victory inside him? It is a matter of stark humiliation, isn't it? The forces of lust, greed, anger, hate, pride, malice, envy, and avarice are celebrating with triumphant victory dances in the heart, while the humbled victim, the prisoner in their hands, expects to be honored and lionized. Consequences of irreverence shown to the Vedas. The internal foes can be destroyed by the light of jnana, the illumination that accompanies the realization of reality. To acquire that illumination, one has to cultivate the spirit of impartial, steady, unfluctuating inquiry, based on the revelations made in the Vedas about the nature of man and God and the relation between the two. The Vedas have to be studied reverentially, for they give us the key to this jnana. The Veda is the philosopher's stone that turns all metals into gold, all students into sadhakas, and all sadhakas into sages. Unaware of their worth, Pandits who have learnt the Vedas by rote use it as a means of livelihood. Some use it as a fertile field for futile argumentation and dialectics. Their disputations and competitive commentaries have only spread disbelief among the masses, for they are not impressed by the scholasticism or the sophistry. When Sri Rama decided to end his avatar career and walked into the flooded Sarayu river, a dog too followed the concourse. When asked why it had attached itself to the entourage, the dog said, "I desire to enter heaven with you all. In my previous life, I was a full-fledged yogi, but I slipped and fell from the straight path of self-control. I became the slave of conceit. I expounded the Vedas as my fancy dictated in strange but attractive ways. And now I have become this animal that takes delight in barking, biting, and baying. The persons who encouraged me then by praise are now the fleas and flies that crowd on my skin and pester me. Help me, Lord, the escape from this disgrace. I have worked out my karma. I have lived out my sentence. That is the consequence of irreverence shown to the Vedas. Study them reverentially and with a view to practice what they teach. If you desist from practicing, that itself is irreverence. Benefits of the curative properties of the Vedas. Whoever speaks, whatever is spoken about the Vedas and Vedanta, the concluding metaphysical part of the Vedas, if spoken with reverence and sincere yearning, is worth listening intently. I notice one great defect in you. When I am discoursing, you listen to every word with marked avidity and enthusiasm. But when Pandits and others are speaking to you on subjects that are valuable to you, out of their own deep study and sadhana, though you sit silently and dutifully, I do not find the same avidity and enthusiasm. This is wrong. Rainwater is rainwater, whether it falls from a spout or the caves or through a canal or sluice. What they speak is also authentic and beneficial. What you should care for and treasure in your memory is the curative property of the drug, not the label on the bottle or the name and status of the manufacturer or dealer. Benefit from the drug. Cure yourself. Become illumined. Realize your reality. Prashanti Nilayam, September 27th, 1968.